This video will be looking at ceilings. Placing ceilings is pretty easy task to complete inside of Revit. You're going to need a reflected ceiling plan. In this case, I'm looking at the first floor RCP of this building right here. There is an opening here, so potentially no ceiling there, but at the moment we just simply have a floor that's covering most of the plan there. So we're going to potentially need a separate ceiling modeled. This can be useful to, one, accurately capture dimensions. Two, if you happen to download a family for lighting that's ceiling hosted, now you'll have the ability to host it. So as far as modeling it, pretty simple. You click on the architecture tab, go to ceiling, and there's two options. You can either have an automatic ceiling be created based on room boundaries, which if I go here, that is not going to work, right? We need to account for that opening there. Now, that could still potentially work if you do it using a shaft, which we can try. The other option is to manually sketch it so that you have a bit more control as to what it looks like. So just to get me started, I'm going to use the automatic sketch and click right here. And actually, before I click, be sure to double check your constraints. So at the moment, if I place this, it's going to be at a 9-foot ceiling height. There's 12 feet level to level in this model. So let's say that this goes up to 10. Let's be generous there. I'm going to click on this. And as you can see, there is now a ceiling that goes all the way to the current wall there. Now that may not work. So we do have a shaft opening here in order to capture a opening on the floor. So if I drag this down a bit, we can actually see that it does kind of work. I'm left with this weird little notch here. And that's just a matter of updating the shaft opening to also capture that little bit. The other option is if I don't really want to deal with modifying the shaft because it looks right, I can go into editing the boundary of the ceiling. Now, just because I made it with an automatic placement doesn't mean I can't edit the boundary after the fact. So keep that in mind, right? If it's easier to just do a bunch of automatic ones and then refine them after the fact. I'm going to click on edit boundary here. And it's this little notch here that's causing problems. So easy enough to just trim that out. And the rest of it will be cut out by the shaft. Therefore, I don't have to clean it up. There's different types of ceilings. This is just a 5/8 jib on wood furring. I'm looking at the structure here. That's what it looks like. So the structure remains in the core boundary, and then the finishes remain below that. There are some ACT ceilings and other things like that that you can use even out of the box, right? This is just based on the Autodesk provided template. I can use a 2x2 ceiling. Now this doesn't really go for a contemporary house. So I'm gonna just go in and choose my 5/8 jib. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. Got any questions? Head over to bimdad.com and let us know. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content. See you in the next one.